Today we're going to be reviewing and cleaning the Waffen Werks AK-74. If you've seen my other videos, you know this is probably my most popular rifle, personally. It's been a great rifle. It's been a blast to shoot. It's incredibly reliable, and we'll go into details further into the video here. So first thing I want to do is remove the magazine. Set down, move that. Make sure that the action is loaded, which it is. Look it in there. There's nothing in there. And I guess we're ready to start disassembly. It's like an AK-47, except in 5.45 by 39. First thing we want to do is remove the dust cover. Take that off by pressing that button. Removing our recoil spring by pressing it and removing it from the grooves. And putting it over here. Taking out our bolt and putting it right there. And then we can look in the inside of our rifle. It's looking really good. It's a very well-made rifle. It's also very accurate. It's got a good, solid, light recoil, which, if that makes sense, it actually is very easy to shoot. It's easy to shoot well. You know, it does have the AK sights, which, you know, aren't as good as an AR sights, but it is what it is. I've also taken out the peg pistol grip that came with the rifle and put in a Magpul AK MOE. I've also replaced the front forend here with a Moog AK forend, and I'm very happy with that. I also like the lines. That goes very well with the rifle, and it feels very good, and it's very comfortable, and also provides a great deal of heat protection. It really does a good job when that barrel gets hot. I mean, it really, you don't feel anything, which is good. And I've replaced the buttstock with a with a bone steel arms folding Galil style stock. It's I've also got a couple of videos on this stock. I am really impressed with this stock. I mean, it just is wonderful. I mean, it works great. It's solid as a rock. I mean, there is nothing. I mean, I'm really twisting it. There's nothing going on there. You have to press down on it to operate it, and push it out. And it goes off to the side. And it stays there, even when you're rattling around, which is great. And it's a NATO length. It's like I said, very solid, very well made, very easy to install. Just simply take out the existing stock, 2 screws, pop it out. You can also see my video on that. I've showed it. It's called installing the bone steel arms stock. Really nice. It's about $150, and you got to wait about 6 weeks to get them. But it's worth the wait, and it's worth the price. I mean, better than a lot of that plastic junk out there. You know, gotta really be careful of some of that stuff. I mean, it just this thing can take a pounding, and it's really solid, well designed. I've also replaced the safety selector with a Krebs Mark 6 safety. I don't want to go up too high, or I'll actually have to remove it. It fits in there. It's a little bit loose by my standards, and I would wish it was about maybe 4 or 5% a little tighter, because it just seems like it could be easily jarred. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like it's a little bit loose. That's the only detraction I have from it. Other than that, it's a great safety. It's very easy to operate with one finger, and you can kind of bring it down with your index finger on your right hand when you're shooting. But it might be a little loose for my taste. So I'm thinking about how I can improve that a little bit, just myself. So without further ado, let's take this thing, let's get it clean. Okay. First thing we've done, we've made sure that the rifle is unloaded. We remove the magazine, open the action, and of course we've got it in parts now. So we're going to take a little, I'm going to cheat a little bit to get this open here, so I'll be right back with you. Okay, now that I've opened the lock for the gas tube, and I had to cheat, I'll tell you, I have to take a little rubber mallet to it. This thing is so tight that, you know, you just can't do it I haven't figured out a way to get the proper leverage on this with my fingers. And I don't want to really damage the rifle, so I have a little rubber mallet that I use to pop it out, you know. Okay. That's my secret. Okay. Let's see here if we can get this out. It should be. There we go. Comes out. Okay. And we're pretty much disassembled. Let's go all the way. Let's take the cleaning rod out. That just goes in like that. Take that out. And probably going to need a little screwdriver to hold this pin, which actually locks the muzzle brake in place here. It's on top. Okay. I'll take a little screwdriver to get that, just to hold it in. Okay, there we go. And we gotta get that pin back in there. Okay, and there's our threads. So we're going to give this a good cleaning today. And I think we'll start with some ballistol. Now in the course of firing about 1,200 to 1,500 rounds through this, I have noticed that occasionally I will get a hard jam. Now I think that has to do with the headspace on the bolt here. That's a little too, how should I put this? The round is being put in there a little too tight, and there is an adjustment that can be made with that a gunsmith can do. I've never been able to do it, and I don't know anybody who has. And there's a gauge that they use to put in there to measure how far back the bolt should go when it's pressing against the rear of the case, and that will set the headspace. Well, I don't have the gauge and I've never done it, so I'm not going to try it, but I'm going to find a gunsmith who can, and I'm going to see if I can affect the headspace and get rid of those hard jams. Other people have reported the same thing with this make of rifle, and it's not a deal killer, but you'll occasionally, or I've occasionally noticed that when I'm opening the action on if I have a bad round or something, sometimes it's really hard to get that action open, you know. So that's the only caveat, the only warning I have about this rifle so far that I've seen. Other than that, it's perfect, and I have no intention of getting rid of it. I mean, it's been a great rifle. So let's start cleaning it then. So we're going to drop the hammer. Make sure we don't slam that forward because it can do some damage. We've got our ballistol. Mix it up real good. Okay. I just like to soak everything in this stuff. This is great. I mean, it's a great rust preservative. It lubricates, it cleans, it does everything that a good gun cleaner should do. I like to put some down the gas port until it comes out the other end, and there it does. And then I know I've got the gas ports cleaned. I'm going to take the bolt out. Okay, there we go. Get that clean. Soak it up real good. This is also a rust preventative. Rust is acidic, and this is actually alkaline. So we're fighting rust at a molecular level on this. So that's good to know. And the more the better. Kind of stinks a little bit, but yeah, it could be worse. I understand that this is a vegetable-based product, but you do not want to consume it. It is poisonous, but it's safe to the skin, as it says right there on the can. So we're going to get that. And I should actually put on the sprayer. Huh? See if I can get a sprayer. There we go. Get our gas piston, just like the piston in your car. Look at that. Looks pretty good. Like to get the gas tube. I'm also looking for any rust or corrosion or any kind of damage that could have been done. Yeah, let's get Let's get the cleaning rod. And this was based on a Bulgarian parts kit. So, you know. And Kalashnikov himself said the best AKs made were made in Bulgaria. So, I take it that he knows. If anybody does, right? Okay. Now that everything's nice and milky white, I'm going to get my cleaning cloth here and clean my hands. And I'm going to get my old dirty toothbrush and I'm going to start cleaning some of these parts. Okay. So I think we're going to start reassembling the rifle here. Okay, let's put the gas tube back on. There's our gas port. And okay, flash suppressor muzzle brake. Okay, good. Simply want to put in here. Take that part there. Hangs there. Gravity's our friend. Put it in like that. Oh, we got to push our trigger back. The parts to clear. Put it in the track. So away we go. Okay. There's our recoil spring. Put that back in there like that. And those two grooves there. See them? See those two grooves there? Set. Take our dust cover. This one was a little tight when I got it, but I've broken it in pretty good, so it should go on with no problem today, hopefully. I didn't jinx myself. There we go. Just snap it on. Put in our cleaning rod. Again. Gotta get the gunk off of it. Put it like that. Going from here, going there, goes into our receiving stock here. There we go. Okay. Put it behind the flash suppressor, and we're all together. Take our magazine, which has got some ballistol on it, but won't hurt it. And maybe I'll do a video of taking one of these apart and cleaning it. Maybe that'll be. I'm always looking for ideas for videos, man. If I know. I think maybe that might be the next one. Okay. Take that. We're ready to go. Just rock that baby in. It's time for a new green pad here. And take our sling. Put it back into the QD point here. Okay, locked up, ready to go. Safety's down. Everything's working good. Here we go. Now the rifle's reassembled. A little ballistol here. That won't hurt anything. And we're ready to go. And that's our Waffen Werks AK-74. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.